You're live.
Coming hot off the glory hole. We've got this big old orange blob of glass, twisting it up, because tonight, signature pumpkin time. And stepping over to this signature pumpkin time.
Holy moly.
Stepping over to this weird overhanging pipe that's in the middle of nowhere. What? Super cool. What is this? Is this how you make Goldilocks
Look at that
curls?
color change. That is the perm.
Welcome everyone, you're on the Gathering Point where we are making pumpkins live tonight because that's what we do. You got Jacob Nordine in the house, the guy in the orange shirt. Tabea called him up today and said, let's match. Tabea's in the orange shirt as well. And we're gonna introduce the rest of the crew in just a minute. These are one of the funnest parts of glass blowing, making these curly cues.
The funnest you've ever seen.
I think they're super cool.
Would
How
you
many
just
people-
torch the tip to start?
How many people know Dale Chihuly?
Thank you very much.
Dale had an Italian master come over in the 90s teaching these techniques, and then he incorporated them in the work style that he did. So if you go places and see those giant hanging chandeliers and they've got these curly cues shooting from them, now you know how they're made. Just like that.
Steady hand Tabea is coming in for the stamp while I'm going to give her a little bit of support on the backside. So this is a beautiful curly cue accent item for your harvest themed super situations.
Well, that was funny.
It was.
All right.
And tonight we're going to unveil
Dun, dun,
at
dun,
that
dun,
grab.
dun.
our signature 2025 Super Pumpkin. And I think you guys are going to fall in love with it ridiculously. But we also wanted to have an option to have an accent piece available here tonight. It's going to be, all of these are pre-sales for the evening, so everything that you see signature pumpkin-wise tonight on our virtual gallery table is pre-sales only. We're also releasing our new signature pumpkinette line.
So we're not going to tell you or show you the colors yet. We're going to make one hot before we show you the table.
That's right. So this will be the first pumpkinette, or the first signature pumpkin sold of 2025, available to the members only as the first piece on tonight's show.
We got Bess in the house. Bess is
Hello.
working tech, which, you know, if anything sound goes out right now, we're not there. We don't hear you.
I checked it before I put it down, I swear.
I know, but we got Sarah. She's got a mic on tonight.
I have a
She's
mic
got
on
some
tonight.
stuff to
She's
say.
no longer Silent Sarah.
What?
So
you want to
rare.
spin this around and introduce me?
Sure. Guys, this is Michelle. She is one of the brains behind the show, one of the co-owners of the Glass Academy, and the voice behind the camera.
Always good to see a face so you know what's going on. So Jake is the one dip special. One dip
Ah.
means he goes in, he
This
doesn't
was
want
two.
to double dip. Oh, did you? I was like, man, that's a big gather.
Well, the tank's really low, and you can also, if you've been watching our shows and you're a glass blower yourself, you might be able to tell. And actually, let me propose the question first. How might one tell, just from me walking over from the furnace, having not seen the gather, that the tank is really low, lower than usual? What would signify that the tank is really low? We'll
You
come back to
scream.
that in a second. Will you keep an eye on those comments, Bess?
You, no, she's filming.
Well, eventually. I mean, as they come
Eventually.
through,
She'll
yeah.
scream in pain. You'll scream in pain as you're gathering.
That would certainly be a signifier if my fingertips were burning off.
A look of shock on your face. Tabea's taking off the danger pipe. This is the curly
danger
cue.
We're also
pipe.
going to need it for the stem of this pumpkin, so.
It's true. I was like, Bess, don't walk into that. Don't touch that. That's a hot one.
I
This-
touched it, it wasn't that bad.
Okay, good.
Is our signature pumpkin, and I know just by looking at that color, that is one of the most deceiving colors in the tray before it's melted down.
It definitely
so if you think
is.
you have an idea of what color that is, put it in the chat, and we'll see.
If
Made
you're
some
right.
drinkware with it before. even from what I'm doing right now, you might be able to tell that signifier as to why the tank would be low.
Even what you're doing right now?
That's right.
Making a big
You got a
pumpkin?
real keen eye.
Too much glass on the pipe?
No, I bet they've had a chance to say it by now. My hands are way further back than it would normally be.
You think like everyone's a glass blower. That would
I
be
bet
like,
you one person answered that right. We got glass blowers that watch us, people that have watched 331 shows. I bet you someone nailed it.
I'm gonna take a look right now.
It is a pretty tough one though. So I got the bubble in there. I'm gonna be going into one of these optic molds before we put a little extra mojo onto the exterior here. Exterior here.
is that an echo?
Yeah.
Steer here, 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 here,
We're going for the
here.
many ribs.
So we got a couple varieties of molds we can use.
Exterior here.
Artist choice. After he goes in the mold, gives it a quick roll on the table. There are reasons for that. And then he's going in this special color. Holding the pipe up, got the color all the way to the bottom on that tip. Our tins are made out of metal and they're reflective, so you can see the back side
All right, Blue.
and the bottom to make sure you got the color all the way through. So Tabea's blowing down the giant
Stop.
straw so Jake can blow it up. It's not hard if the glass is hot.
All right, Blue.
And this is a sugar pumpkin, so the trick here is you gotta be quick.
Good. And not only is this the first signature pumpkin made on the show this year, it's the first pumpkin I've made in probably like a couple months because Matt and Albert and Tabea are doing such an incredible job. But it's also going to be a lantern pumpkin.
Oh.
So we are
Oh.
going to, for the members, this is a little bit larger. This is going to fall into our large category. It's almost up to, it's probably right at 5 inches. We are going to pop a hole into the bottom of this. And you're
How do
starting
you
to see,
punty it then?
no punty.
What? Well, this is magic. I thought everything needed a punty.
You guys can see that that weird blue looking color, thanks to Bea, that was in the tray over there is no longer that color. We've got a recycled blue base. We've got a layer of a large grain white. We've got a beautiful top secret purple. That's one of our favorite purples of the year. And then we've got an iridescent metallic gold brown, super fine grain sugar. This is something that can't be replicated. All right, blow, Tabea. Beautiful.
What?
By just any shop. It's taken Matt 4.5 years to get to this point that he can make pumpkins with this fine grain sugar. You have to have your heat so proportionate and so correct because 2 extra seconds of heat will melt that away and you'll have a smooth surface.
So what are you saying? Like you can't just sit down and make a pumpkin? It takes you 4 years to learn it?
Yeah, I'm saying this is a very technically difficult pumpkin and we've got the hands to do it this year and we're really proud to have this as our signature pumpkin.
Connie's hopping on a little late. She says, is this a pumpkin a new design?
Yes, it is. The lantern itself has been around for quite a few years.
Usually it's been for our local customers.
This year we will have it as a signature option. Look at that. Would you look at that?
Okay, so lantern, you can't put a candle in there. You got to put those battery operated ones. But actually what works super well is those sparkly tea lights.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can put a couple strands of them depending which style you get inside them. We don't have a sample to show you what's inside, and we're in the daylight here, so even if we had a sample, wouldn't be able to show you because it's daylight. Look at that color.
Every time it comes to lantern time and we make a couple of these and I put the stamp on the side, the stamp settles into the pumpkin so nicely, it kind of pushes into the thin layer in between the ribs. It always makes me wonder if we should do all of our pumpkins like that. Look at how clean that looks.
It's a nice way to brand them.
Really nice.
So these pumpkins are all made in the U.S. I did have someone say I don't even remember what store it was now. Home Goods or somewhere has a whole new batch of pumpkins. But I'll tell you, if you take the time to sit and look at their glass pumpkins, there is a world of difference.
Tabea, did I see you put some color in the core of this thing?
I did put color in the core.
What color?
Same purple that is on the body of this pumpkin is in the core of these stems. And then I'm going in on just the tip to get a nice ombre effect with our iris gold. So you'll have iris gold and clear on this stem, depending on where you look at it.
That's right, folks, an ombre.
Can you spell that, please?
25.
No, I cannot spell
Yeah,
that.
I know.
We're not about all that. That's the answer.
All right,
Now look at
Tabea's got
that.
her station set up. Variety of choices here for the stem. She knows exactly what to do.
I
This
also
may be Jake's first
metallicized.
pumpkin in a couple months. This is not my first pumpkin today. Oliver and I made a bunch of these earlier today.
Yeah, Tabea's all of a sudden became some sort of stem wizard. Look at this. And look at the amount of waste that'll be left on the pipe. She's done a great job of trimming off any bonus glass that's not needed. And then you just take this wiggly hot stem, super nice Tabea, tuck it right where it belongs. She's gonna take it, send it around the backside. Look at the teamwork. And then all of a sudden, final tech right here. It's really nice, Tabea. 2025 Sugar Plum Signature Pumpkin with 3% of all sales donated back to the organization we're going to mention a little bit later in this show. And you can see that gold brown, that dark brown turned to a beautiful metallic blue shimmery finish. And she just finessed that ombre into the core of the stem to bring on a little bit of that metallic lighter gold.
I get to have fun with the big fire torch in iridizing the stem since we can't do it in the hole like we normally would. All right.
Tucked in for the night.
I believe you even got to see the first signature lantern of the year made. I don't think we've done a lantern yet this year.
That is the first lantern. That's a members exclusive item. That's what a perk of the Loyalty League membership is. That's our second tier of membership level, our top tier. And so that's going to be given a price. It's going to be made available. Bess will let you know when that's coming around. We're going to get geared up for the next item here, but maybe if we got some comments and some introductions to read off.
All right, we got people on the YT side. We got people on the Facebook side. These are the colors we're working with tonight. As Jake mentioned, it takes years to figure out how to blow glass. We've got all kinds of equipment that's heated. We've got molds that we use. There's more tools at the bench. This is not a hobby where you can buy a tool a week and get started. You need the whole kit and caboodle to start.
That's right.
All right, we
Show 'em
talked
the
about
table.
the plan, but I can't remember after this.
I know what the plan is. We're going to go into a little bit of a leaf, an accent leaf.
Okay.
So this is kind of how the pumpkin's going to look finished up. Look at this color combo. You can see this golden ombre here. However it's spelled, doesn't really matter. Beautiful finish, and then you can see it becomes a little bit more clear here, and then you can see the purple inside the stem. But notice how that texture turned really metallic. You've got the white underneath. If you can see, there's some very transparent spots hidden within there, and that's that deep transparent recycled blue, which looks incredible, and it matches the blue metallic shine of the ribs.
Is this the squasher version?
This is the squatty version, that's right. And so this is on the website, and all these pre-sales, folks, are so that we know how much interest people have, we know how much time to spend on each style, and we can guarantee that we get you one, because right now, literally this week starts the beginning of our busy season, where we've got the Ren Fair, we've got pumpkin season, right into holiday season, and the more we can prep up, the more we can serve you guys and bring the nicest quality pumpkins and make it happen. I think
Okay.
the pumpkinette
Is next.
is ridiculous. Look at that signature pumpkinet.
So we've tested these. We've asked people for feedback. We've talked to the members about it.
Yes, we have.
And we picked them up. Now these ones in the front are kind of randomly here. These are the
there's nothing
pumpkinets.
random about them at all.
Well, we were doing the signature show, so the colors are different.
Right. But this is our 2025 new pumpkinet website page update. We've rehauled all the colors of our pumpkinets on the website. And so these are all freshly designed. We know people have, just like drinkware, people have really started collecting, obviously pumpkins, but specifically our small 2-inch solid pumpkins, the pumpkinettes.
My favorite is the far one at the end.
Me too, 100%.
I believe that is a nice coat of it's either the opal pigeon blue or it's the dark lagoon over a white.
Yeah, something like that. But it's just a beautiful, crisp power color. We love it. And we definitely took the time to spend a little extra time and energy this year on updating our continual website items so you can have some continuity throughout the year when you're buying gifts for your friends and family at random points. So, if that's the case there,
Thank you.
I
Yes?
can't remember if we said leaf or if we said jumbo next.
I know.
think you
Maybe
said
do
leaf.
a leaf.
Leaf.
Yeah, because then
One
we
more
can talk
accent
about the
piece.
color. So the swirl that we did, this is like what the pumpkin curls are like. This one's green. We're going to do ones that match this pumpkin. I find that they're super cool accent pieces because once you get the pumpkins on the table, I'm going to show you how Sarah set up the display. She's got some like baskets in there and some leaves, and it's on some burlap. So it's not just like a pumpkin sitting on the table. So the other part is the leaves. To add a leaf to it is kind of fun. You know, like pumpkins grow off a vine. They have those big fancy leaves. So Jay can dip into the color, heat it up. The great
they're over it.
assistant that Tabea is, she's pulling out the necessary tools.
She's the best.
The Loyalty League piece has sold.
Insta sale?
Insta sale, fast fingers.
All right, he's using the Taglia. This is a cool item because you can use this end to make something flat, but you can also use this end to like gouge things in or make a round, even shape. Traditionally, you don't put tape on your tools because if you do use it to wrap something, you'll burn that tape up.
Did you say
But-
gouge? You use the word gouge?
Yeah, is there a problem?
Just sounds so forceful.
It's so forceful. Sometimes you gotta be like, you gotta push it in. All right, that's the specialty color. Now, one year, actually it was this year too, it happened. We tested all the pumpkins out. We decided what the signature one was gonna be. And something happened with the color. Was it they were out of that color or the batch was different?
What, last year or this year?
No, this year with the purple. You picked it all out and then
Yeah,
something
I mean,
was up.
Our members do know that we went through probably like 30 different pumpkins to finalize and complete the one that we have here. And it was a mix of many different things, the reason that we did what we did, but one of them specifically was just you couldn't repeat the color pattern confidently and consistently the same each time. It was too difficult to get it to match.
Was
So
it because we were using recycle underneath or why was
it
it?
was partly recycle, it was partly just the skill level we're at, it was partly the amount of layers of colors that we were putting on there, too much variable.
Also just a difference of who was making it what day.
Right.
If someone gets in the habit of going in at a certain heat, then the next person does it a little colder or a little warmer, then the amount of color that's sticking to the glass is going to be slightly different.
100%.
Tabea's family is having a watch party.
Oh boy.
All right.
Let's go.
My aunt already sent me a picture.
Jeff is here on both of his YouTube accounts this week.
We got any newcomers on the channel? If you're new, you could throw us a heart or a thumbs up. You don't need to talk if you don't want to, but any newbies out there?
We're not gonna put you on the spot.
John says, isn't ombre just a fancy way of saying color blend or fade? Yes. It's kind of like a fade from one color to the next.
I couldn't hear any of
That's
that.
fine. I answered the question. It's
All
it's
right.
all good. I handled it.
I couldn't
you're
really hear
standing-
you either.
It's all good.
Yeah, when you're standing in front of the glory hole, it's hard to hear Bess from across the way. Jake's got something going on with the flipping of tools today.
Really?
Yeah. You flip the taglia,
Oh, yeah, I did.
flip the jacks. Feels like you want to be working in a pancake house.
Yeah, I mean, when you cook enough burgers, you start flipping the spatula and the burger.
Jim says, "Hey Tabea, the whole family is watching from our Maranatha vacation. So proud."
All right.
What? No pressure. And next, Tabea's going to perform.
We are going to have Tabea working on a pretty sweet piece a little bit later in the show here. We're also going to be making a jumbo. I mean, this is kind of a jumbo leaf here.
It is kind of a jumbo leaf. Goes good with the jumbo pumpkin.
That's right. We're going to be making a jumbo pumpkin and putting on a jumbo stem, so that's going to be one heck of a move.
Sometimes I like these leaves. You'll see videos, and maybe the videos from Italy, and they're making a bunch of these leaves because they'll put them on a chandelier. Imagine 50 of these hanging with a light around it.
Give me a little
The
blink.
shadows would be amazing.
I put a little bit. We've got the white and recycled, and we went clear over top. Then we put the perps on it. Then we've got gold, that gold brown on either side of the leaf. So we're going to iridize that here. Then I'll pass it off to Tabea for the super stamp.
You want to stamp it on the back of the leaf or on the stem,
I think right on the nub.
like we did the twirler?
Yeah, the twirler. You got a little time. It's still moving a little bit. Hold still, Tabea.
Hold still for the camera. Looks amazing. Lovely. It's probably what, 7 inches or so?
Yeah, maybe like 5, 6.
Put a drop of water on that or no?
Probably just the diamonds or the straight shears will do just perfectly.
So every piece that you make has to go through this cooling process. This is still flopping around a little, so we just casually walk over, and she's using the shears, which will cool it off a little. Too hot, and you set it on that brick, it will pick up the pattern. Looks like it was perfect timing. So she'll use the torch, and that edge is a little bit sharp. So all you have to do is use the torch and smooth it out. And then she's got a stamp that's got the GA logo inside, and she'll push it on the bottom.
So in about 5 minutes, the table is going to go live for pre-orders for the signature pumpkin for this year.
All right, now.
And then I will post 2 links in the chat. I'll post the link to the pre-orders, and I will also post the link to the new 2025 pumpkins,
Heck yeah.
or pumpkinettes.
And as you all know, when we do multiples of any given item, they're all handmade, and that's the beauty of it. So we have a spec sheet, well documented. We've showed that
All right.
to all of our members and gone into detail about it if you're a subscribing member. We could also post that link too to become a member, because Loyalty League is opening up in a week and a half, I think it is, or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
it's open now until the 26th.
Oh,
Oh,
you can-
is it 21, 26?
Next
Yeah,
week.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's
next
open
week.
now.
Yep,
Sorry.
opens up next week.
Okay, I think this might be a
But-
good time.
What I was saying was that it'll be handmade, and we've got a beautiful spec, but you won't be getting that one right there if you pre-order. We've got all the sizes, all the shapes there, and we'll be making multiples of that, and if they fit within the spec, they'll be sent to you, and each one's going to have their own little bit of character.
Should we talk
Take it away,
about
Mom.
the give back portion
Absolutely.
before they buy? Sarah, would this be a good time?
It's going to be not so silent, Sarah.
Yes.
Woo!
sounds
All right,
good.
Sarah found this place. Tell us what you found.
That's right. Well, we wanted to, if you have been on the show before, you knew that we were looking for a sort of farmer give back situation, but it was important to us to find something that wasn't just locally going to benefit us, because you guys are watching from all over. So we did end up finding a nonprofit called Farm Worker Justice. So this will be linked on the show page as well, so you guys can check it out yourselves. But basically, they just work to improve working conditions and healthcare access to the people who are growing our food and making our food system work here. So, yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
No farmers, no food, they say. So this No farm workers, no food. We got the crew looking pretty serious over here.
Yeah,
Filling
I ate
it
some
in.
onions that were grown in the United States this morning. They were very delicious.
Okay, so 727, 627. One final look. The signature release is this sugar plum pumpkin. Let's get a close up. See how she's got the leaves on the tables? And that makes the nice accents, that orange color right behind that purple. They are just beautiful. The sunflowers, so if you like sunflowers, look at how amazing your table would look with these purple pumpkins on them. Okay, back to the action, you say.
For the core. Oh, hey there.
It's back.
We were
Best,
just whispering behind the scenes is all.
Best, do you have any questions? It's a good time for questions.
Well,
So I was going to read a comment from John real quick. He says, I saw glass pumpkins at a big box store. They're imported from China. They were all identical and kind of boring looking in my opinion.
wow. And you know, I mean, the cool thing is about the imports is they're made by people, you know, they're still, I mean, most of the time, you can tell the ones that aren't handmade, but if they are handmade in a different country, that's a beautiful thing. It's just the time and the effort and the whole process around getting that pumpkin to you is completely different. You know?
Comes across a ship. There's a buyer.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, there's a whole ethical conversation around. There was an ad that just went out, a clothing ad about a pair of jeans, you know, and everyone's arguing, or not arguing, but discussing in a beautiful manner about where clothing in America is supposed to be made and how that works and what's the ethical way to do it. And there's right ways and there's wrong ways for it, but the one thing that we do know is that you guys know us 331 shows into this, and this is what we do for a living, and we make it by hand, and we're putting love into every single pumpkin. That's what honestly does make a big difference when we care about our product. It's not going to someone all the way over there that we don't even know. And now we'll get the pumpkin started.
But it is going to the customer who has 7 pumpkins and her husband says, no more pumpkins. And she's
Didn't
like,
hear a story like that before.
honey, I just need one more. I need the sugar plum.
There's a lot of love for this new signature in the comments, so thank you everybody for that. John says, just so everybody knows, GA pumpkins are seedless.
Woo, thank you.
Yeah.
We are coming out with a pumpkin course, so those glass blowers out there that are watching,
We'll show you all the
oh,
tech.
we'll show you all the secrets.
So I wanted to start this one from the beginning, which was why I was kind of slowly giving it an intro, because I'm going to be coaching. Have you made a jumbo one?
I have
ever?
not made a jumbo one.
So
Uh-oh,
it's a
she's
team effort.
doing the stems.
Tabea's assisted me on this one, and making bigger pumpkins, making any kind of bigger item takes a little bit more mental focus, and specifically something that's really difficult about making large pumpkins is because, or what is, or the reason that it is that you can make the whole pumpkin. It's kind of like making mugs. You make a beautiful mug, you spent a lot of time, a lot of color, a lot of energy, a lot of teamwork into making this whole body of the mug, and then you go to finish it by putting a handle on it, and if the handle doesn't come correct from the assistant, or the gaffer's not in their right mindset and they slap it on there incorrectly for many different reasons, you could cause treachery, and the whole piece has been done.
Wait a second. Tabea's whole family is watching, and you just put all the stress on her.
Yeah,
That you're doing
actually,
Welcome to a day in the
Jumbo.
life of Glass Academy.
She gets thrown into the heat every day. We give her something new, and she's a champion, and she handles it like a dog, and she usually does an amazing job. But this instance was actually different, where I said, I'll be making the stem, Tabea, we'll pass it, we'll swap it up, you know, I'll give you the pipe, I'll make it, we'll pass it back at the right
All
moment
right.
like we do with mug handles. And then what we were just whispering about a second ago was she was like, I think I can do it,
What?
Jake.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
pressure's on. So when doing larger pumpkins like this, and we'll teach you a lot more about this in our pumpkin course video, and big shouts out to Drew and Janine out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I learned a lot of my pumpkin capabilities from those guys and doing some mass production. Amazing, talented artists.
They are, yeah. They're in Pittsburgh, but you can also find their pumpkins here in Michigan.
You really want to you want to layer the pumpkin up a little bit. So what I've done here is taken our first layer of color, which is white, over recycled glass. And I've blown a bubble into it, and now I'm shaping the bubble up and equally cooling it, but making it the same diameter, same thickness, all the way around, and chilling it. So that was just hot enough that I could blow a bubble into it. And now after rolling it twice on the Marver, it's almost completely solid.
Are you going to cool off your pipe before you gather?
I'm gonna cool it off after.
Okay.
And actually the gather is gonna be so large and in charge that I'm gonna ask Tabea to cool it down for me. And I'm only 5'9", so I have to use that box.
Sorry, you guys, I just put 3 links in the chat. The first link is for the signature pumpkin pre-orders. The second one is for the 2025 pumpkinets. And then the third one is for the leaf that was just made live that is now available for sale as well.
Go, Bess, go.
How about that?
Those fingernails were like chipping away.
You can hear them click-clacking.
And if you guys are interested in becoming a member, reach out to us.
Reach out.
In just a little bit, when I get back to the computer, I'll put the Star Supporter link that is available all the time. That
Right.
is our lower tier of membership. And then next week, the Loyalty League membership becomes live as well. We only open that up to new memberships every quarter, so 4 times a year.
Yeah, it takes a lot of power to be able to take video and finish your thoughts. Bess, nice work.
And walk around with flip-flops.
Yeah, and
So I let a lot of that mass, that new clear mass that I loaded on there, shrink back up into the middle of that bubble. So the majority of the mass is right in the middle. And I've loaded up, I'm gonna do probably twice as many layers of color as I would have on that large pumpkin that we started with, the large lantern. This is gonna be a jumbo. But because you're expanding the glass so much further, this is a much thicker mass of glass right here. We're gonna stretch this color a lot further, so I wanna get extra dense on the color.
If I am correct, jumbo is one size up from large, correct?
Yeah, jumbo is a pretty all-encompassing, it's pretty much everything above like large. You get into the large jumbo territory and then it's really kind of subjective.
Should we call these like vente or like make up our own
Yeah,
name?
we should.
Chris is here from both of his Facebook accounts.
No way.
Saying hello to everybody.
I didn't
Hello.
even know they had medieval Wi-Fi to watch videos like this out at the Renaissance Festival.
I think he's setting up the show now, which is part of, we've got a Geode we can talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Jake's on a gallery show this Friday. If you're local here in Michigan, you're more than welcome to come by. This is a gallery show in Ann Arbor. And he's got some sculptural works in the show.
And that's why Tabea is
It's
teaching
here.
Meditation Globe this Friday.
Oh!
Whoa.
A
That will
mix
be
of a
my
bunch of
second
things.
class,
What was the first one, Globe?
Meditation Globe.
And then you did, that pumpkinet class counts for half.
The mini pumpkin.
With the staff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
mini
here for your
pumpkin.
first meditation globe.
You were. I'm feeling more confident about teaching the mini pumpkin class than I do about teaching the meditation globe class.
Really?
Still.
Yeah, you just have more habit.
Getting students to go with you with the round sphere
Oh.
sizer
It's fun.
Yeah, that is tough.
is fun.
The sphericizer.
We gotta
It's a
get
real
a
word.
glossary
Incredible
of terms on the wall.
All right, Jake, I have a question for you since I have not brought a stem this big. Will I bring you a stamp bit and then go gather over that for my core?
Yes.
And then
No.
Or
No,
just
you could
bring you
the
a
big boy. Yeah. That'll be fine. And you're shooting to fill up the 20-point mold. But if you're too big, you're in a bad situation. So better to be a little on the smaller side, but you want the core to be like 30% of what the total size is going to be. And
Okay.
you could really extend it out long after putting the color on, so it's like cold glass all the way down to the tip of that thing.
So I'm going to be doing the exact opposite of what I was working with Oliver all day of shrinking my core gather down.
Yes. Yes, just do the old 180.
The super signature leaf is sold.
There we go, folks. I think
Nice.
it's going to be a great color combo this year.
Lots of fast fingers tonight.
There are already signature pre-orders happening.
Woo! I like the idea of the sunflowers. Like, that looks so good. So I think for the displays in the gallery, we'll get lots of sunflowers.
Don't want to ever overblow the big pumpkin.
I felt that on the top of my head.
The backlash of the heat. One of the things we'll talk about in the pumpkin course is how he just came out and rolled it on the marver. If you don't push those ribs into the core base of the piece, instead you just sit down and blow it, you will have problems.
Oh, yeah.
We'll teach you how to squat, how to make those weird faces, all included in the pumpkin course.
All right, bloweth. Slow it down.
Do you want me to shield your hand?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Stop. Blow. A little
This
bit of
is,
ferociousness here.
Really
Go
good
ahead
to
and
have
hit it hard.
someone bench blow with you because that's a lot of air
Stop.
and it's moving fast, fast, fast. You got to do this in one shot.
All right, blow. Blow hard. Stop. Oh, baby, let's
That
go.
would
That's a
Ma-
jumbo for sure.
We're
that would
back
be a
into pumpkin
beautiful-
season.
Wouldn't that be a nice light? Woo-wee.
And we got to hold it straight up, let it squat. You know, you can do at the gym.
And that move is done to make the bottom kind of dip in without using tools to
look
make
at
that
that.
happen. Kind of like a watermelon.
It's going to be a great year. I'm ready. This color looks amazing. Having the white encased. Oh my goodness. Wait till we get a good close-up of this after it's reduced and we're putting the stem on. So this one I'd have to guess without measuring it. This is probably like a 7 or an 8 incher. This is a really large pumpkin. We're almost not fitting into the hole. And again, this one has significant historical value, being that it's Tabibi's first jumbo stem ever brought. No pressure. Oh, the thickness is perfect.
All right, this torch is super fun, super powerful. You can tell it's as bright as the glory hole when he's got it working. Stamps the bottom, pushes it in.
Should I give this core an extra coat?
Yes, please.
All right.
Carrie says, how was Lucy's event that she put on?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
How
It
was
was
what?
amazing.
Hold on.
Lucy's event.
What I went to?
John says, do the Royal Glass Blowers have a different signature stamp?
We used to, but there's so much product that's created here and taken out there that it's a little bit distracting and confusing. We also want to cross-market, cross-promote, and bring people back to the Glass Academy and vice versa. So, no, it's all from the Glass Academy.
There is that jumbo coin stamp.
There is. We just saw that on the medallion show.
All right, we have these doors that open,
Jeez.
but there was just something like on
Perfect
the edge.
size.
Jake didn't want to open the door yet. It lets a lot of heat out. He's squeezing in.
Marver it one time here, like shape it up and let it cool down and marver it into the shape of the mold and then go back and heat it back up. Like do it like a 2-pass.
All right, I mentioned it, and I know it's a problem.
That looks amazing.
Glass Academy Addicts page exists for a reason, because Pam said her husband saw the pumpkin and said, honey, you've got an addiction. It happens. But I'll tell you, handmade art is
All right.
not a bad addiction to have.
And it was your member gift, Pam. You can tell him that you didn't technically buy this pumpkin.
It came with your membership.
Look at that. Just look at that color.
That is beautiful.
That extra layer of clear in between there looks so good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right.
Yes, let's
Tabea's
ride.
got all her stuff. She was shaping that up while Jake was jumping around over here.
So good. Good yank. Let's go.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
stop
that
right
was
there. Hold it.
beautiful.
That's beautiful. All right, give it to me. All the way to the end.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Thin it out.
6, 7,
Nice.
8.
Beautiful.
Straight shears are used.
Baby.
So the edge is really nice. Diamond shears give you a clunky edge. Then, here's another thing. Our stems are super beautiful, tucked in, fused onto the pumpkin.
Okay. Keep torching it.
So they look amazing.
Would you look at that? Nice stem, Nevaeh.
Super
Hit it a little more in the
impressive.
crevice. A little gangster style in here. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? This is gonna be the year of the pumpkin, folks. I can smell it.
You can smell it.
What does it smell like?
It smells like success
Pumpkin spice latte.
and growth and craftsmanship and teamwork.
That go away on the hook too?
It's going on the hook. You got it. I'll get the dough.
All right, right door, bottom side.
Roland, this is for you.
Nevaeh, that's
Front door
so
access.
tight. Let's go. Wow.
I had more confidence in my ability to bring the larger stem than I wanted to have to babysit the pumpkin.
That's what happens when you do production and you do so many of them in a row. You build that confidence.
I've learned between working with Oliver and working with Matt having to size up and size down. I've finally gotten that figured out.
The
So then I just
adjustment.
had to size up more.
Connie says, how many
It's
layers of
impressive.
glass was on that pumpkin?
That was, well, 2 layers of large gathers of glass and then
2 for the
3
stem.
layers of 3 different colors. 2 layers for the stem.
Oliver says, great job to BB.
Thank you,
Couple
Oliver.
fire emojis.
Oliver's watching. I'm so happy.
Oliver's watching. Chris is watching.
Oliver, did you get your yard mowed?
Calling him out on it. I love it. Annette says, I bought new end tables with my pumpkins in mind.
Oh, snap. Annette.
Jake, do you want to talk about the geodes for a second?
Yes, I can and will. Would love to. I'll talk right through this portal that Sarah's opened up for us. The viewing portal.
It's like Mr. Rogers or something.
If we can get up close on this one.
Well, I
Unfortunately,
could
we don't
even-
have the flash, but
Even if you were on the other side. Do you want my camera?
nah.
You've
See
been
in there,
working
this
on
is a-
these for a long time, and I'm super excited to see the finished products.
I've got about 6 of them finished right now, and this is going to be the final one. You know, it fits in there somehow. There we go. But every time I cut off a sliver from these, and these are large, like about as much glass as it took to make that pumpkin, solid. And I'm layering them with multiple colors, bar color, frit color, and then spending the most time I've ever spent on any product I've ever made in my life in cutting and polishing all of the facets. Some of them are 4-faceted, some of them are like 12, 16 facets on the piece. And it just is a long time with the headphones on the wheel, grinding them down to 7 different wheels. And then as I was doing these, I'd chop each one and I'd notice that there's these beautiful flat slivers that come off of the side as well. And I wanted to make use of those in some way. So I've faceted 4 of them here on this one, and I think that the lineup has been kind of moved around.
Oh,
since
I
I've been out
see.
of
They
town.
have a landing spot
But they do have
on
a
the
landing
wood.
spot.
Interesting.
Like this, like that, and
Well, I
like that,
totally
or
did not
something
know
like
that, so apologies there.
And then we've got these diamonds, which you guys have seen me use on the show before, which actually were invented on the show spontaneously. And we're going to put a few of these kind of hidden in there and clustered in there for some bonus treasure and glamour.
So the one
amongst
on the
piece.
left is separate.
This is a separate item, yep. And then this is wood's going to get finished up and polished real nice. But that show's Friday night at my dad's gallery in Ann Arbor, and it's being collaborating with a bonsai specialist artist who's doing live bonsai, which I'll have some of my glass bonsai in there as well. But he's doing live bonsai in these beautiful, artistic, and redesigned, super cool pots.
You know what? And this is a
setups.
good segue. We've got a video of Brian's bonsai stuff, and you can watch that video or join our mailing list.
There we go.
And an easy way to join our mailing list is answer tonight's question. Specialty pumpkins. What makes something special to you? Is it the color, like Jake was just describing on his pieces, the design, or limited quantity? You can send your answers to ta-da, enews@glassacademy.com. Then you'll be added to our mailing list, and you'll know about events and shows like these. You'll get first pick of items like these, and back to the glass blowing action. All right, if you've never been to the studio, here's our wall of color. There are many different colors to choose from. They are all contained, maybe not all of them, some colors we don't like. Then there's also bar colors that exist. And bar color is just the same as the frit, but chopped up. Come holiday time, we're gonna be making some specialty drinking glasses with these guys. There's all sorts of really cool patterns you can put in the glass. There's a bunch of rods. And they're whispering again. What do you think it means?
Dave
All right.
says glass blowing is a combo of confidence and fearlessness to just go for it.
Say it again. It's a
combo of confidence and fearlessness to just go for it.
It's true. Sometimes you just gotta wing it. A lot of it's muscle memory. You gotta do a bunch of it. And if you're doing muscle memory, you don't want to recycle all that glass. You want to sell it. So you got to figure out some sales in that.
So we're going to make this next pumpkin here. First of all, it's going to be a squasher, which means it's going to be a one-of-a-kinder. It's going to be leaning on its side in a special direction that is unknown to us as of this moment. But it will
The glass will tell us.
Yeah, the glass will speak to us. But we're also going to shift each one of the colors in this pumpkin so that this is very reminiscent of the signature, but a completely unique,
Reminiscent but different.
and we won't have this available in the gallery at any other time. We wanted to do something kind of like the original one that the members got to pick one from, but this will be for the general public, and it's going to be signature themed, but we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Do you guys remember like
giant oil
worksheets you had to do in school or a test? They're similar but different. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is that.
I'll go for a full dunk in the low recycle tank, and we'll see what we can get.
All
Would
right.
you mind hitting me with the cooler?
This is not the jumbo pipe. This is, I think, a 1-inch pipe. So that gives us a hint of the size. The tank is really low. You can tell by the angle he had to
I'll
put the
close the
pipe
door now.
at. But he's a master. It's a
For
big
whatever
old
reason,
blob.
You can't see the recycled blue. Look at how bent this pipe is.
Good thing it's a squasher pumpkin.
You can't see the recycled blue.
Do you know when you're cooling the pipe, you start towards your hands and away? Because that can bend the pipes too.
Yeah, push it down to the end.
Yeah. So make sure everyone knows that. Did you end up buying the new pipes?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the edge. There's a guy selling pipes online, and I'm trying to get a set of pipes that's going to be like a...
Well, your dad just showed me how to straighten some pipes.
So you're going to be our pipe champion now?
Good luck with that.
The jumbo pumpkin is sold.
Which one, the jumbo?
Yes.
So is that everything from tonight has sold so far?
So far, yes.
It just kind of sounds like the people are ready for pumpkin season.
Sounds like. We're ready
After-
for pumpkin season. We got a nice backstock. Or start of one.
We are ready. This year, I think we're more prepped than we've ever been. It's looking really good.
Hannah has a good question. Are the bar colors more expensive than the frit?
Very comparable.
Yeah, so the bar is solid. Frit is that same bar chopped up in a grinder. So they're pretty much the same thing.
They go up. It's like every grain size that it's different. It's more manipulated. They're up in like $2 usually, something around like that. But when you're talking like for a pile of color like I'm in right now, this purple is about $80 right there. $2 different for each grain really doesn't make much of a difference, but it is extra work for the manufacturer to take it from the furnace. They roll it out into bars like that, but then to chop it down into each of the other grain sizes is an extra layer of work. So it would make sense that the prices fluctuate a little bit there.
And since many of the colors are made with metals, precious metals, the cost of metals can vary too.
Absolutely.
Some of the purples go pricier because of the metals. And it's really tricky as a glass artist too. It's like to make a green glass is less expensive than a purple glass, but how do you tell the customers that? You can't have them sitting on the shelf and charge $3 more for the purple one, even though it costs you $3 more.
12 ribs on this one.
12 ribs. We need like a bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Ring that bell, Tabea. Is that the first time you ever rang it?
No, I did it for Matt for a consolation back when we had the Glass Olympics and the whole definition of a twist cup size came into question.
All right, what you got, Beth?
Hannah says, is bar color more expensive than frit?
We just answered that question.
Okay, sorry.
Beth was busy doing something else.
I'm
That's
doing
pretty
like
funny.
14 things over here.
Keep going.
Okay, got it. Another one for us?
I do have another question. A question came in from the Dearborn Brewing Watch Party. And I think they missed the beginning when we showed the signature, but they would like to know if when the pumpkins cool down, they're going to look as purple as they do still on the pipe. Like, is it going to be the same color?
Sounds like a virtual gallery table experience.
Yeah, they're close. They're close. By the time we get it to the stem
They look the
portion,
same.
they're pretty similar.
However, this one, we've got a darker purple. We use the same gold brown for the sugar. And Tabea is going to be putting black into the core of this stem.
And what made you choose that?
Because we've really fallen in love with this color that we've recently named Obsidian. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the obsidian.
This is the Obsidian Black. And it looks really cool on the core of a stem. With just a little dab of gold brown. And for the other ones, we've been putting a lighter gold for the, what was that word? Ombre?
For the ombre.
The ombre. But for this one, we're going to use the gold brown, the darker gold. So it's darker gold fading into a clear black cord stem. And I do like this darker purple as well. The other purple that we're using has a kind of pink hue to it. But you're going to see the way that this is squashed here. It's going to lean beautifully, and it's puffed out on the top, so it's looking like it's growing full and sturdy.
What's cool about these pumpkins is they vary. So you get them home and in the sunlight they look one way, and at nighttime when you have light shining on them they might look different. So you're kind of getting a couple pumpkins in one. So Jake was watching when Tabea came out of the furnace. He's watching her timing because he's reducing the oxygen mixture in the furnace. So it will get the reduction colors, and then he needs to bring it over in the right timing so that Tabea cuts the right timing on the stem. Now, traditionally when we're working during the week, no one's here. They kind of get in a zone. This timing is a little tricky for them being on the camera like this. But they're handling it like pros.
Would you look at that? Let me keep this one a little shorter. Nice. And then we do a little bit of this. We do a little bit of this.
So you can see why we call them squashers. These are the ones when you go to the pumpkin patch that were underneath a giant leaf and they grew kind of special.
I love the squashers.
I love it so much. That's such a cool pumpkin.
I love how they look. I don't love making them.
They're tough for the
The stem is tricky on these.
Sometimes they put a wood board to give.
Beautiful stem. I like that dark black. I got a couple customers that instantly came to mind when this one just turned black there. The stem came out, that darkness in there. It's not glowing as much anymore. This is a certain ambiance right there. I can feel it.
It's a nice looking one.
That's super tight. And it is fun making pumpkins, guys. It's the beginning of the season. Talk to us again in the end of November, and we might feel differently, but there's a beautiful, beautiful process of blowing glass pumpkins.
You know, and I would say there's other studios that sell pumpkins and too. Do your research. I know one studio hires all kinds of artists and then signs all the pumpkins with his name. So here, when you buy a pumpkin from us, you saw us just make it. They are for sale in our gallery. You can come and meet all the craftspeople yourself, because we're all working together to design these products for your home. Look at that beauty shot. That looks just amazing. Behind us, you'll see the Michigan room, getting ready for our gin tasting next week. Super fun. Tried to advertise that on Facebook, but you can't advertise alcohol on Facebook. All right, 7 o'clock.
What are we doing next?
All right, how about we give them a break? You want to do any housekeeping? Are you set up?
I'm set up. I only have one thing to give away this week. It's just that cup right over there.
Yep. So let's do that while they discuss. So
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
was
So this is the giveaway for this week. It is named a beautiful purplish glass with vine design per Donna, but that's that chain link
Yeah.
design that we've
Did
been
you
doing.
see the inside?
It's very cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
The question last week was, what is your biggest pet peeve in a glass? Is it because it's too heavy, too small, not tall enough, etc.? So some people said, I don't like skinny glasses. I don't like when they're too heavy. I don't like when they're too narrow to clean. I don't like square glasses. That's an interesting one. Somebody said, I really don't have any pet peeves about my drinking glasses, so they'll kind of drink out of anything, which is nice. Somebody said too small of a glass for a good glass of iced tea or an Aperol Spritz.
Yeah.
That is a big thing for me if it doesn't hold enough liquid. For the show, I go and I get one of the big 16-ounce glasses from the bar area so that I can have enough water, which I'm already running out. So
I know. I have a pitcher of water if you want some.
Perfect.
I'll refill you.
Our winner said she doesn't like when glasses are not dishwasher safe.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So our winner is Deborah.
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 Well,
Deborah, if you are local, you'll be able to come by and pick this up. If you are not local, then you'll get an email on how to do shipping. One thing I will tell you is this is not a dishwasher safe glass, but that is because it is handmade. So hopefully you can make an exception. If in the rare chance you don't want this giveaway, let us know. But I think it's worthwhile.
Yeah, I think so. You could put pens in it or something like that. Use it as a vase. Jake's.
I got to read all these.
Oh, yes, he
But
does.
dishwasher safe, it's up to you. We're not going to recommend you put it in your dishwasher, but I do know glass blowers that tell everyone that they're dishwasher safe, everything they make.
And my parents have done it for
We use
years.
a dishwasher here, and my grandparents have used a dishwasher for years.
And
so.
Sarah's nodding her head. Do you put yours in your dishwasher?
I was just going to say, we had someone touring the Michigan room earlier talking about how fragile the glasses are, and I mentioned how we opened the Michigan room in April,
Yeah.
and we've been putting them in the dishwasher this whole time,
I
Haven't
thought you were
lost
gonna
one
say
yet.
and we haven't broken a single one.
They're knocking on wood. I
Knock on
agree.
wood. But yeah,
I mean,
I
the
think
dishwashers
it really
are
depends
different.
on your dishwasher.
Yeah, they're
'Cause
different now.
I've had cups that I've washed for years in my dishwasher at home, just like coffee cups that have never changed color or anything. I go out to my cousins in Vegas for like 5-6 months at a time, and I've had cups start fading that have never faded before because their dishwasher is so hot.
Oof.
So
That's kinda
it depends on
crazy.
how hot your dishwasher is.
There he is, daydreaming about the next pumpkin. What pumpkin will come to life next?
I think Tabea and I are going to show you guys a little bit of what a back and forth assembly line special looks like.
All right.
And I'd like to challenge and put Tabea on the spot here, where I'll do one of these curly cues to show you guys what a potential set of 3, which you can purchase, and pre-order on the website tonight a set of 3 curly cues to go around your signature pumpkin setup display. That's on the website. We're going to make a set of 3. They're all going to be slightly different colors. One might be clear, one might be gold brown, one might have a white core with purple on the outside. We'll make a mix of all the colors and put together a beautiful, cohesive set of 3 for you. For now, we're going to do that. You can pick whichever colors you like for number 2. But I'm going to do the first one. She's going to start up right behind me and go for number 2. And then I'll do number 3. And you guys see how we overlap and how we kind of dance around each other in the shop.
I've also never seen a curly cue made before today, so
Hey.
this has got to be fun.
You know, and it's
Said you had a lot of
interesting
family watching.
that he says this because the trick is you guys are watching the curly cue. What Tabea's watching is how he positions the pipe, how he sets up the gather, how he layers the color, where he stands to do this, which tools he's grabbing.
Black's gone.
So from
Yeah, I
her
can put that out.
perspective, she's not just watching the curl. She knows how to do that. She's watching all the other stuff. Because we don't normally have this long pumpkin pipe here set up at the marver. So she's being very aware of watching his setup.
I'm going white and gold brown.
So if you are local, we do have some openings this weekend. Hopefully you guys are liking that week at a glance schedule that I've been posting. I put that on both Facebook and on Instagram. But I kind of want to give you guys an idea of what's going on for the week here in the studio. If we have any openings, some people are looking for something to do for the weekend and want to know what classes they can jump into. So as of right now, we've got 2 openings for Friday night at 6 p.m. for the Meditation Globe class
With Tabea.
with Tabea.
Whoa, let's go.
And then we've got 2 openings at 2 p.m. for the Breath of Michigan class on Saturday. Other than that, we do have live glass blowing going on Thursday and on Sunday. The mini pumpkin class on Sunday is sold out, but if you kind of wanted to come by and watch that and see what you think, if you want to join one, you're more than welcome to.
So this is the part that's weird because Jake's got one hand with the tweezers or the shears wrapping it up. Normally that's the part that is not sticking to the pumpkin. It's the part you'd cut off. So again, little tricky. Told Tabea to get started, so she's gonna do this after. What? Little baby.
As Jake named it, Squasher Leaner Black Stem Pumpkin is sold.
Yeah. The squasher leaner.
Squasher Leaner Black Stem Pumpkin.
This looks like a pasta noodle.
Yeah, that does look a little bit appetizing.
All right, he's gonna torch each end, stamp it, do what he's got to do. Tabea's adding her color. Again, the pipe is sticking out and hot.
Tabea, I would suggest getting it off of the stick much quicker than I did.
Okay.
Sometimes we preheat the stick. So what Jake is saying is the stick was cooler. He wrapped it really tight and then had a little problem of it cooling off fast. Good news is it's preheated for Tabea. The diamond shears, you grab the glass right in that center part, that diamond, and if the heat is correct, it will pull out just lovely. Notice her left hand is spinning the glass, and she's also allowing
Good
gravity
What
to
a
pull it
catch.
down. All right.
There you go, not too thin, chop it there. Beautiful.
And
Yes.
big stems,
Sliding it off.
no problem.
And you can wait with the, yeah, there you go. Beautiful, let's go. Look at that. You got plenty of time. I'd probably give it a heat, let it stiffen up, heat the tip a little, equalize everything. Then you can torch the very tip of it like we did on the first one, and then knock and stamp it. That's beautiful, and the beautiful thing she did there is she's got a ratio. You can set those diamonds down. Take your time, you got plenty of time. She's got a very nice gradient down to a thicker stem there on the end, and so
I
when
like
we're doing,
that.
it's beautiful. And when we're doing sets of 3, that's great because one, my little one that broke on both ends is thin and even all the way around. We could have 2 that are even on both ends and don't have a stamp, but the third one with a nice gradient like this will have a nice GA stamp, and that's how you know.
I also like the thicker end because if you know the thin end can go by the body of the pumpkin and then the fat end away from the pumpkin.
Right.
And it really adds like this dimension that makes your eyes swirl around. I do not like them when they're completely uniform.
Show her some love in the chat, you guys.
I'm just glad that I caught that pipe and didn't drop it.
Yeah, that can happen.
That was a little bit rowdy there for a second.
She caught it. She did good.
This one's
Were
gonna be
any of
all
you
around.
like band twirlers? What was that thing called in front of the
Man
band? The
twirler?
baton?
Baton, yeah.
Baton or like the flag twirlers?
I knew a flag twirler I was hanging out with about a month ago.
Now they have those cardboard things sometimes for promotions where they're flipping the cardboard signs all around.
Yeah, those
Kinda
guys are
fun.
gangsters. Swinging it to dislodge it from the pipe so that I get that beautiful gradient.
Dislodge. That's an interesting way, the way you were standing.
Ooh, I like that one.
In the bend, the gravity bend.
What is it when you get the bends? Is that when you come up from scuba diving too fast?
No, that's when you get rich.
You get the Benz, Mercedes Benz.
I think it's more specifically if you don't wait long enough between scuba diving and flying. That huge. I used to be a scuba diver, so there is actually you had to know how long between
Oh
scuba
my
diving
goodness.
and your depth scuba diving to then when you could fly.
There's so much Tabea lore I still have to learn.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I would not have even
I
ever
got
thought
certified
about that.
the day I turned 10. I got my certification.
What?
Nice. John says, do the curly cues explode if not annealed, or do they act more like cane?
They definitely act more like cane. They wouldn't explode. They might crack and kind of fall apart a little bit, but look at that iridescence.
And I just realized I put gold brown on mine and forgot to reduce it.
Nice.
Oh.
It'll be a great gradient.
So Jamie has a question.
Jamie.
He says, if you guys have classes going on at the Glass Academy, who's going to be out at Renfest?
That's a good question.
Great question, Jamie.
Dun,
That's a really
dun,
good one.
dun. Well, we can't close the business here at Glass Academy. Too many players involved.
You get a good stamp on yours, Tabea?
She's far away.
All right.
So, Jamie, you're going to have to come out to Renfest and find out who shows up. We spent some time this summer getting some people trained. Ooh. So we got a full crew at Renaissance.
Yeah, it's a heck of a scheduling puzzle that took both me, Oliver, Michelle, Sarah, and countless other people to figure out how we were going to work our team here at the Glass Academy and continue everything we're doing going into the busy season here, continue this brand new edition of the Michigan Room, the bar that we built into our studio, and also add 2 12-hour shifts to 4 staff members on Saturday and Sunday.
All hands on deck.
It's all hands on deck time
And
right now.
what's the temperature outside?
It was like 91 today. But we do love it out there, and it feels like a privilege to be out there and having such a good time and eating good food and blowing glass and doing custom orders and getting to spend time with our customers in the flesh. It's a really
And
good
it's
time.
a great way for us to develop new products and talk to people because we're demonstrating in front of a crowd, usually, I don't know, 20 to 75 people, depending on the demo, all day long. It's really fun.
So we have 20 minutes left here, and we're going to go into a little bit of a pumpkinet menagerie here for the final 2 pieces of the show. And I'm going to be making a pumpkinet, which Tabea's assisted on many a pumpkinet. She's just now started making pumpkinets with the addition of our mini pumpkin class. So I'm going to make one, talk through my key pointers a little bit to her. She's going to bring the stem for that one. Then we're going to switch roles, And the giveaway for tonight's show is going to be Tabibi's first ever
What?
gallery pumpkinet.
All right, 20 minutes.
Tell us how you feel.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. A little nervous about the stem because that is the most different that I haven't had to twist and put that stem on before in a gallery style, but we'll get there.
You'll get it. You'll get it. I have faith.
I think this is nothing compared to that big stem you brought for that pumpkin.
Do you have the colors out that you want for your pumpkinet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with recycle white, and then I'm gonna put our lighter gold fully on the whole thing on top. So it's metallic, and it kind of has a little bit of a reaction with the white underneath it, and then the blue deep all the way under there will really be some sort of like deep sea experience.
All right, Bess, it's a great time for questions. Is there anything pressing?
Can you repeat that? I can't hear you.
Oh, any questions?
No questions.
Are we getting some emojis, some emotional reactions throughout our YouTube and our Facebook? Are people commenting or liking the feed?
So right now on YouTube, we have 43 people watching and 20 likes.
That's YouTube?
That's YouTube. Over on the Facebook side, we've got reloading. 22 people viewing and 30 reactions.
Okay.
And tell me, have you noticed anyone or where people are writing from today?
Renee just commented that she's from Tennessee.
Tennessee, that's a new one.
Let's see here. We've got a lot of our regulars on. We've got
50% tighten down.
John's watching from Orlando. Susan's here from Indiana. Tabea, where is your family at?
They are all the way up at the right off the tip of Michigan on Lake Huron.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly. Middle of nowhere.
All right.
All the way
We've
up
got
north.
the middle of
nowhere.
nowhere
Know of it.
watching the show.
Carol's here from Sarnia in the comments as always.
What color stem do you want?
Let's go for iridescent gold.
It also only lets me scroll back so far in the comments, which is frustrating.
These pumpkinets are solid. Very fun. All the other pumpkins are blown. This is the solid variety. This is show number 331. So for the last 331 shows, every Tuesday we show up. You can watch us on YouTube.
Mold is over here.
We did just plan out a Ren Fair. That's not going to be a live show because we can't get our whole streaming setup and audio equipment out there and everything that it takes to make this show happen on a weekly basis. But we will be making an extended video for you all on one of these weekends to represent on a Tuesday what we're doing out there. And we will curate the heck out of that video, and I think you're going to love it. But just get excited for that because it's a whole different scene.
Whole different scene. You're gonna see Jake in his Renaissance outfit. No orange shirt for him.
I had my Renaissance little like puffy shorts sitting next to my bed for the entire year, and I'm good about putting things away and keeping my life organized. But I had them sitting there for the whole year trying to remind myself to go to Goodwill. And then part of the reason was I was waiting to get a sewing machine, and I just got my
You
sewing
did?
machine
Oh.
a week and a half ago. Wow, look at the metallic there. And I wanted to get some new pants and try and sew them myself and be proud of my outfit. And now that I have the sewing machine, all of a sudden it's Renaissance time.
And when
I'll
are
do
you
this
gonna
and start one up.
have the time to even do that?
No, I won't anymore, unfortunately.
So you're gonna have a whole new wardrobe for next year.
Yeah,
And he'll have one pair of pants for this year.
I'm gonna have one pair of pants, and it's the same pants I've been wearing since I was like 12. And I actually just looked at a note that Icarus, one of our top members, she wrote. She had such a good time with us last year. He did, And we had such an amazing crew at the front row. We all had just such a blast. He made us a little gift and wrote each one of us a handwritten letter about, you know, just how the year went, and everything was so cool. And I was reminiscing that letter and just thinking about how amazing of a year it was. And it said at the bottom, P.S. Get new pants.
Ah, busted.
And
Called out.
I was busted.
You know, they do sell them at Renaissance.
Yeah, but they're ridiculously overpriced.
All right.
But I
Just-
guess time is money, and money is
Also
time.
money.
And you're supporting another business that's making handmade.
So if you are watching on YT right now, the Facebook feed is doing something funky, but the YT side is totally fine. So I don't know that it's something I can fix. I think it's a Facebook thing.
Facebook's freezing up.
It's doing something. It's on my view, it's just gone.
Nice.
And I know that Carol said Facebook froze up too. But my
YouTube?
Facebook like kind of crashed for a second as well.
But YT is going strong.
Yes. So
Facebook might be able to hear us. Maybe you just can't see us.
All right, so I am going for one of our swirlers. I did white on the bottom and our little bit darker purple, the hyacinth. And then I'm letting it half drip off the pipe and just swirl back around.
Oh, doing the super swirl. The only tricky thing about that is that your pipe gets kind of hot, and I can already see your pipe's glowing, so you're gonna have to be careful not to squish it too deep in there.
Because then it goes all on the pipe and then the pumpkinet will not come off. I do have a sample here of one of our lanterns that I have not shown.
Oh yes.
And there's the hole on the bottom, so that explains where you can put the stuff. All right.
And that's also an example of our large size, that when you order on the website, when you pre-order signatures tonight in our brand new style, nice mold hit, Tabea, that's gonna be the size pumpkin that you're gonna be working with. Beautiful color swirl. See, she's
Ooh,
got
it
her
is.
left
It's
hand
kind of like a
working really
Van Gogh
nice.
in a pumpkinette style.
She's got her pumpkin nails custom made for tonight's show. Keeping her nice and focused. Nice. Nice.
The concentration is real.
Almost off the pipe, I believe. Yup.
is this a giveaway or an item available for purchase?
This is the giveaway.
This is the
Okay.
giveaway. We do have 10 more minutes. What does it mean?
It means we
Means
can
the
answer some
laptop
questions.
is angry and hot.
What was it?
Means my laptop is very angry and hot.
All right, can I have a gold brown stem?
Gold brown stem.
Please.
Order up.
So since this is our giveaway, I will read off the question to you guys. We try to meet your needs with specialty items. Tell us about your pumpkin preferences. What makes something collectible to you? Is it because it's a limited quantity, rare colors, or a unique design, or maybe we haven't thought of something else? You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you put your name and your answer in the email, and you'll get entered to win this really cute pumpkinette.
Did you send out the link to become a member?
I will put it again before we end, because I'm
Awesome.
also going to put the table link in there one more time.
Yeah, that Loyalty League membership's going to be opening up real soon. Nice.
Hopefully some people are migrating over from Facebook, because I did put the YouTube link over on our Facebook page.
Bam!
Like a pro, Tabea.
Let's
What?
go! Yeah, that's how we do it around here, folks.
Here's a quick look at one
is
of the
like-
pieces that will be at the gallery this weekend.
Tabea's 8th month.
I was trying to have Facebook reboot, but no luck.
Nice.
So that's one of
Beautiful.
Jake's bonsai trees made of glass.
I've been watching Oliver do it.
Yep.
That's
Now, the
how you
final
learn
test
glass
is,
blowing.
Will this come off of the pipe?
Dun 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 dun.
You can make a piece, and a lot of times, that's why we talk about the puntee being a very crucial thing. There's no puntee here, but she also has an opaque color pattern. So as much as we thought that she was off the end of the pipe, there's a chance
Uh-oh.
she could be on the pipe.
No.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
Jeez.
Look at
The
that color
tender
pattern.
tap.
Ooh, the pattern is lovely.
So this one is not available for purchase here tonight.
But you
The
can
one
win
that I
it.
made is available for purchase. This one is going to be able to be won for free.
All right, the question tonight again was specialty pumpkins. What makes them special for you? Is it the colors, a unique pattern that we do? What makes the pumpkin stand out that you're like, hey, I really want one of those? So this is the question. You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. You are here at the Glass Academy. And you know, another thing you could do for us, put it in the chat. Are you watching live or replay? I know many of you are live here right now, but there's a lot of people that watch the show later. And so hit that button and say replay, and we'll know where you're watching from. All right.
Nice.
We're going to wrap up the show here tonight. Want to thank everyone for being here,
Nice work.
rooting us
Thank you.
on. You are watching The Gathering Point live on YouTube and Facebook every Tuesday night at 6:30. Table goes live at 6:30. And as soon as this weather breaks, we're going to get back to our 2-hour shows.
332nd show next week. This is a beautiful one with no treachery. I think we got 5 beautiful pumpkins in the box tonight, and I cannot wait for the annealer reveal. That large one was literally
Gorgeous.
everything that
Yeah.
I wanted it to be. That was so beautiful.
I can't wait to see that squasher at
Oh, the squasher
regular call at temp.
with the black core.
The white gold pumpkinet is available on our website now.
Beautiful.
So if
Okay.
that's something you guys are interested in, go ahead. Everything else has been already snagged up, except for the giveaway. So enter to win that.
All right.
We'll remind you guys next week about the Loyalty League opening up. We've had quite a few people asking about that and the extra perks that the Loyalty League membership has above the Star supporters. And what was the other thing? Oh, yes, a reminder that the Signature Pumpkin, 3% right off the top of all the sales this year will be going to that organization called the Farmers something or other.
Justice, something.
Sarah left. Sarah!
Sarah, the Farm Workers Justice.
Farm Workers
And
Justice.
the pre-orders, the ship date is August 28th.
Yeah, that's 2 Tuesdays from now and 2 days later to the Thursday. 2 weeks plus 2 days from today will be the ship date and the first time that you can receive your signature pumpkin. So we really appreciate you guys pre-ordering and letting us know what the deal is, getting us prepped up so we can have the nicest pumpkins around available for you.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, sounds like a great show. You guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for
All right.
watching.